Salut Gaspard Xavier, ça va?
Hello, how are
Ça
you?
va et
Ça
vous?
va?
Well, Gaspard Xavier, you've been, on a new tour after the release of Hyperdrama. So, how's been going so far?
It's been very good, very good. We are very happy with the way things are unfolding. Because we see on the tour that that's the best thing is that there's a lot of new people in the audience, at least in the US and in Europe. A lot of younger people around like between like 17, 20 years
Mhm.
old, something like this, which is amazing. And and there are still like a lot of also people our age or people who've been listening to us for 20 years. And now we see also like parents coming with their kids. So it's it's a great feeling. That's the best thing that could happen, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah, that must be great, I guess, because you're playing for people that were going to the first Justice shows, and then people who have the age of those guys who were going to your first shows now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So it's great. Honestly,
Mhm.
it's the we were not expecting that, and we are so happy to see it happening.
Great. Tell me a little bit about some of the guests in Hyperdrama. I know Kevin Parker, of course, but maybe in Chile we are less so, we don't have we're less so aware about people like Ramon the Flints, Miguel and Thundercat. What can you tell us about them, and how did you come to invite them to your album?
We invited everyone for the same reason. It's because we like their music and we like the way they sing. Uh, because their contribution is for all of them is vocals. Um, and there's Conan Mocassin also that you haven't
Oh yeah,
mentioned.
I forgot about Karan Makasin, but
No worries.
we know him here. We know
Ah,
him.
great.
Okay,
And
yeah,
yeah,
great singer. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
it's really for the same reason. And for us, we didn't choose them because of like popularity or whatever,
Mhm.
even though some of them are very popular, like Thundercat or Kevin. Uh, we really choose them because we love their music and we love also like the uh, what they represent in music. They are all what's the word, self-sufficient artists, in the sense that a lot of them produce, write, sing their own music. They are not just singers, you know. They are also musicians,
Mhm.
uh, and that's very important when you write a track with someone.
Mhm.
We didn't want just someone that makes vocals, but we wanted people that we could have affinities in terms of writing, and it also helps that they are producers because they would understand more easily what we would explain them when we were telling them what we wanted to do
Yeah.
for those songs. Uh, so that's why we have like such a diverse blend of people. There are like very new people. There are people that are already established. They all come from different scenes of music. You know, some of them come from like the more like R&B, like Ramon or Miguel. You have Thundercat. That's what is he like? Jazz and yacht rock. There's a Kevin that's psychedelic rock. Conan Mocassin. That's Conan Mocassin,
Yeah.
and
He does
he's
his
kind
own
of
thing. Yeah.
he does his own thing. There's the Flints. Flints are more like disco electronic.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a blend of people that also represents the fact that we love all type of music,
Mhm.
and we actually need from people to come from different backgrounds than us. So it brings something to the table.
Mhm. So how did you work with them? Like, did you send them tracks, or did you work in the same space at the same time? How did you approach these collaborations?
No, we went to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
So we were together with them, and when possible, we wanted to meet them in their environment,
Mm-hmm.
where they feel comfortable, because before that, we used to bring people to Paris in our studio,
Mm-hmm.
and we noticed that there's a time of adaptation, and that it would make things easier if we would go and meet them in their space rather than bringing them to us. And it's we had to make an exception with Conan Mocassin because we made the song quite late with him, and he was in New Zealand, and at the time it was not possible to really to make it there. And
Mm-hmm.
Raymond, she came to see us at the studio, but other than that, we were traveling to them. And for Thundercat and especially Kevin Parker, we made the songs on a very long period of time. So we would like meet, make a bit of music, then not see each other for like 4, 5, 6 months, then meet again and start again working on those songs. And of course, we would like keep on working on them, or we would always keep them as a background task. But it was good not to make everything in a short burst, but just to work slowly on things, let them rest, and then come back to them.
Yeah.
And I think a song like Never Ender, for example, it has been made on a span of maybe 2 years between
Mm-hmm.
the moment we started and the moment we finished it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you started like a short time before the pandemic, right? Working on Hyperdrama, and then I was guessing about how this fact could have influenced the style and sound of the album. Gaspari, if you wanna wait in saying something, you're welcome to.
But I mean, to us, it didn't really. It stopped. It delayed a bit, like the process of writing the album and everything. But I don't think it had any influence on the
Okay.
writing.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, like the lyrical content is very remote from the outside world, and the music as well. And to us, but maybe the only influence it had, it was to make us do something as like exciting and diverse, and also as just some kind of like imagination world
Mm-hmm.
where like the real world didn't exist, so it was this kind of fantasy world that was that's always been like our way of thinking about music. But yeah, apart from that, it didn't change much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I was wondering, how was it for you to have your music in the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games last year? How did you feel about it?
Mm, it was nice because we feel that it's always exciting to see your music being used on sports for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. There's
Mm-hmm.
really something about sports music
Mm-hmm.
that excites us.
Well, there's some kind of
Uh,
energy that in just this music that like it's uh I don't know, a perfect match with some sports and that vitality and energy. Do you agree?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the music we make,
Mm-hmm.
we think of it as a gladiator music. Um, but unfortunately, I haven't seen I know it has been broadcasted, but I haven't seen it.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's cool. You know, like the guy that made that was the music supervisor and that made the whole like the theme of the Olympic Games and all the ceremonies.
Mm-hmm.
Is a very good friend of us.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
worked with Gaspard on his solo project.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good we were really proud to see him handling like such a big project, and I think that was the main thing for us. It was so cool to see him like being the head of such a large project. His
Guys,
name is
we
Victor Leman. Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Guys, we will have you here in Chile on April 7th. Tell us a little bit about how what we can expect on stage from you for that show.
What can you expect? It's so difficult. Like you can expect us to be on time
Okay.
if we don't have any issue. And then we don't want to tell people too much what to expect, because then you are always disappointed. But we can tell you why we make it, and we make it so it's fun, so it's very physical, and at the same time there's a bit of like a visual poetry even in the music, you know.
Okay.
There's something a bit like a poetic and very primal at the same time. So yes, and then we want people to have fun and to have a nice moment outside of the real world. Apart from that, we can't really tell you what to expect.
Gaspar, I'm seeing you now in this Zoom, and I was wondering if anybody have told you that you look like a little bit like Jeff Lynne from Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
Is that something you were looking for?
But I mean, it just happened, you know. But it happens also that I'm a huge fan of ELO, so it's all good. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the dynamic, the justice dynamic for making music. How do you work together? How do you come with ideas and work on them? Do you have like a clear work division, or do you like jam together and then give shape to your songs and tracks?
The process is I mean, making music as a band when you make electronic music is very different from doing like a rock band, for example. In the sense that everything happens between the moment you get an idea. I mean, how can I say it in simple terms? The dynamic is that we don't always like the same things, or we don't have like the ideas exactly in the same areas, but we work for the same project. For us, Justice is our project, and we work for this. And what it means is that we have more or less, but I would say more, exactly the same idea of what things need to be, and we feel almost all the time the same about what's happening, you know. Like when it's good, we feel that it's good. When it's not good, we both feel that it's not good. And we both understand what we need to do in order for things to happen the right way. And then we just have to make them, whether it's by like playing a part or jamming, or sometimes just like programming something. Every track is requires like different needs and a different starting point. So there's not really like a formula. That there's no. I think there's not two tracks that are made exactly the same. our main job is to have ideas and to manage to translate them into music, whatever the means is. Like sometimes 90% of the track is gonna be made at the moment we play together on, like, I don't know, like a Wurlitzer or bass or whatever. And sometimes we won't touch at all one of these instruments, and it's gonna happen in a different way. Sometimes like it's gonna be Gaspard unlocking like a whole track by having one idea. Sometimes it's gonna be me. It depends, and but when we work, we work for this project. What I mean is that we are not like when I work on the Justice track, I'm not working for me. It's not like a part of me that I'm trying to put in the music. Is that we have this project, we have an idea of what it needs to be, and then we try to make it. So what's cool with that is that when it's not good, we don't take it personally. You know, it's just that it doesn't work for this, and that's the way we work.
Great. So I'd like to finish asking you about artificial intelligence. Do you see like a useful tool for music? Do you think it's just hype? Are you afraid of it? What do you feel about it?
For the music, it's difficult because at the moment it's not working, so it's not good.
Okay.
but we can already see like some uses that could be good. For example, to like produce like a certain type of sounds or vocals or whatever. It could be interesting. I mean, at the end, it's like any other tool. It needs a good idea to produce something good. Like the techniques of it is not really important. It's a tool. It's like we say always the same thing, but when it was possible to pack a whole studio into a computer, people were saying, "Oh, now everybody is gonna become a musician," but that's not true. You know, like a lot of the music, yeah, it sounds like real music because the tools are there, but it's not good music. So it doesn't matter, and it's like being able to afford, like, I don't know, Photoshop or Illustrator. They look like real images, but these are not good images. Like when I see AI painting or of whatever, sure, it looks like a painting. It looks like 2 million paintings I've seen before. That doesn't make it a good image, so I'm not too worried about that. I feel like the bad side is for sure there's gonna be the world is already overloaded by content and music and images, and it's gonna be even worse. So it's gonna be harder to find like the good things. But as of now, and as it was like 50 years ago, the ones that have good ideas, they will find a space. And if you don't have good ideas, then it will still be not good. I say that because I'm very optimistic.
Okay. Great. Bien, très bien. Merci beaucoup, Xavier, Gaspard. J'espère
Thank you, Sergio.
que tout serait bien avec les tours, and we see you here in Santiago on April. Anna.
Cool. Looking forward. Thank you very much. Bye bye, Sergio.
Thank you. Merci. Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.